Hi, this is Annie with eFish, and today we're going to show you how to create your first schedule in eFish. Before you create your first schedule, you're going to want to check out the video that we have on pointblanksoftware.com under the help section. Let me go ahead and pull that up. If you go over to help, and you scroll down to the bottom under watch the latest training videos, under scheduling, we have the schedule setup employee admin video. You're going to want to watch that video first and set up the employee admin. So once you watch that video and do the steps within it, you're going to want to create your first schedule. So what we'll do is on the home page of eFish, you're going to want to navigate to scheduling. So we'll go to operations, scheduling. So it's going to say create your schedule, and that's what we're going to click. Make sure that your location at the top is correct and that the current week is correct. It will be the current week, so you want to make sure that if you want to create a future schedule, you have the correct dates there. Go ahead and hit create schedule. And in this case, a template was saved, and so that's why it shows us a template up here. The way templates work, if you just hit save as template, it'll give you this so you can drop in any applicable employees into the shifts. However, the first time you create a schedule, nothing will be up here because you haven't created a template yet. So what you're going to see is what it looks like down here. So you'll see Monday through Sunday, or however you have your week set up in eFish. And it'll tell you the number of scheduled hours and the number of scheduled dollars next to it. So it's broken down, as you can see, by department. Whatever departments you have set up in your POS, that's how it's broken down. And then if you expand the department, you can actually see the individual employees, what their available jobs are, and what they're already scheduled for. So as you can see, nobody's scheduled right now because we haven't created one. Just a side note here, as you can see, if they are unavailable a certain day, it'll go ahead and let you know that that employee is unavailable to work. You can still schedule over that, so just keep that in mind. You want to respect that they're unavailable that day and not schedule that day. So what we'll do, the easiest way to create a schedule is to use this previous week actuals. What that's going to do is it's going to pull in the actual clock in and clock out times of every single employee for the previous week or whichever week that you choose. So we'll go ahead and click on that. It defaults to the previous week, but let's say we want to actually pull in the week of December 23rd through December 29th. Let's say it's Christmas and we want to make sure that we schedule like we did last Christmas. So we'll go ahead and select that, and we'll go ahead and say continue. And this is going to load in all of those clock in and clock out times and use them as shifts for your employees. This confirm action message just says, with this action, current schedule will be replaced with the loaded data. All unsaved changes will be lost. Would you like to continue? So we'll go ahead and say okay, and the system's going to load those new shifts. So as you can see up here under Monday, now it says we have 252 hours scheduled, and that's $1,828.71, and so on. If there's any overtime, you can see in red these overtime alerts. It'll tell you which job group specifically has overtime. So in this case, we have some in the no job group field, or department, I should say. And it tells you that 0.5 hours of OT are scheduled. On Sunday, we actually have 19 hours of OT. So if we scroll down and we expand this no job group, if nothing's there, that means that employee is not scheduled for that week. However, we will see those shifts pop in. So it's saying that Jacqueline Bond clocked in at 2 p.m., clocked out at 3:30 p.m., clocked in again at 3:30 p.m., and clocked out at 1 p.m. So that's a little odd, right? She probably worked 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. So what we can do is we'll show you how to edit the schedules more in depth in the next video. But what we can do for now is just make these little tweaks, right? So we can remove the second shift by clicking the red X, and we can drag this second handle there to the end time we want, which in this case is 1 a.m. Right? So that's an 11-hour shift. She works for $13.09 an hour. And so now it shows that she has 10 hours of overtime, 10.5 hours of overtime. So maybe we want to get rid of another shift, right? So now in this case, we knocked it down to 1.3 hours of overtime. Maybe we'll get rid of one more. And now she's well within the bounds. So just in a matter of seconds, you have a workable schedule. You do want to make sure that you tweak those shifts and make sure that the times they clocked in and out are edited to what you want the actual shift times to be the first time you create the schedule. And then in the future, what you can do is once you have saved a schedule, you can use the previous week's schedule, and that will pull the actual scheduled time instead of the clock in and clock out times and create a schedule out of that going forward. So that's the easiest way to copy your schedule over. But again, we'll go into editing your schedule in the next video. What I do want to say before I end this video is you do want to save your schedule before leaving. What that's going to do is ensure that all the changes that you made are saved. It won't publish your schedule or alert anybody about the schedule until you click Publish Full Schedule. So once you are ready to publish that schedule, you can go ahead and click Publish Full Schedule. It does let you know, this little pop-up says, this action will save the current schedule and publish. Would you like to continue? And this means that your employees will be notified that they have shifts coming up. It will let them know their schedule, and they will get a link to the app where they can actually view their schedule. So we'll go ahead and click OK. And the system is actually going to tell you who published the schedule when it was published. So in green here, you can see it was published by AIM IT Services. That's our username, but it would tell you the manager's name of who posted it, the date and the time as well. And those employees will be notified. So that's as easy as it is to create that first schedule in eFish. In the next video, we'll go more into editing your schedule as well as setting up day parts, using schedule tags. We'll show you how to add and delete shifts, transfer shifts to different employees, and save templates as well. So be sure to check out that video.